I've always been drawn to places where the past lingers, where every step tells a story. And today we're heading to one of Vietnam's most poetic and historical cities. At 7:30 a.m., our tour guide and driver picked us up from our hotel in Dinh. We were off to
Thien Mu
province, and I couldn't wait to see what the day had in store. On the way to Hue, we passed through several scenic landscapes, and one of the most impressive was the Hoi An tunnel. This is Vietnam's longest road tunnel at 6.3 kilometers, cutting directly through the majestic Hoi An Pass. We made a quick stop at Lang Co Bay. Since it wasn't beach season when we visited, the views weren't as vibrant. But I've heard if you go between April and July, the water is absolutely stunning. Definitely worth coming back. A fascinating blend of Eastern and Western architecture. To reach the tomb, you have to climb exactly 127 steps. The tomb was built with concrete, glass, and porcelain, and the interior is incredibly detailed, almost like a mosaic masterpiece. It's grand, dramatic, and unlike any other tomb I've seen in Vietnam. From the outside, it feels grand and a little somber, with dark, weathered concrete giving off a Gothic vibe. But step inside, and it's a completely different world, colorful. Intricate ceramic mosaics cover the walls and ceilings, creating a dazzling, almost surreal contrast to its exterior. It's honestly one of the most unique and visually striking places I've ever seen. Emperor Khai Dinh, 1916 to 1925, was the 12th Nguyen dynasty ruler and the last to build his own tomb. Unlike other emperors, his burial site is known, right beneath the bronze statue inside Thien Dinh Palace, now open for visitors. Next, we visited Thien Mu Pagoda, an iconic symbol of Huc and one of the oldest temples in Vietnam. Built in the early 1600s by Lord Nguyen Hanh, this pagoda has stood through many ups and downs in Vietnamese history. Our guide shared fascinating stories, not only about its architecture, but also its spiritual significance. After 421 years, through both peaceful and turbulent times, Thien Mu Temple still stands gracefully. Its timeless beauty and unique architecture have earned it a place among the 20 most stunning destinations in Hue. It's not just a temple, it's living history. One legend that really stuck with me is this. Couples who visit this pagoda together might break up soon after. Sounds spooky, right? Our guide says it's just a myth, but better safe than sorry. After the pagoda visit, it was lunchtime. We headed to a local restaurant to try Hue's famous imperial cuisine. Did you know this place used to be the capital of the Nguyen dynasty? That's why the food here is so refined it was literally made for royalty. Every dish was beautifully presented, flavorful, and just wow. You'll be surprised by how delicate yet rich the flavors are. In the afternoon, we explored the Imperial City. The Imperial City of Hue has a total of 13 gates, including 1 internal gate, 2 waterway gates, and 10 outer gates. This place is huge, so I highly recommend joining a guided tour or at least marking these key spots. This is the main southern gate and the most beautiful entrance to the Imperial City, with its iconic 5-entrance structure and a viewing pavilion on top. This was the most important hall for royal ceremonies like coronations and receptions of ambassadors. Inside, you'll find the golden throne and impressive wooden beams, all intricately carved and painted in red and gold. This is the massive flag platform that stands proudly in front of the Imperial City. It's one of Hue's most recognizable landmarks. The 3-tiered structure was where the royal flag was hoisted, and today it continues to fly the national flag of Vietnam. Once the king's residence during the late Nguyen dynasty, this palace had a mix of Eastern and Western architecture with French influences. Though much of it was damaged, you can still explore its foundation and imagine how it once looked, grand and elegant. If you have time, take a leisurely walk around the Imperial City. There's so much more to see in every corner. Or better yet, join a guided tour to hear the fascinating stories and history behind these ancient walls. Some travelers even dressed up in traditional royal costumes, which added such a fun and respectful vibe to the experience. And that wraps up our one-day journey through Huc. If you want to experience this kind of day trip for yourself, I definitely recommend checking out Meetup Travel, the team who made this smooth and meaningful adventure possible. All the details are in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.